So we got a leak here on this corner, and about all you can really do is just dig in and go after the leak. Now we see a broken truss or rafter, whatever it is. These rafters on this house. Broken truss. So we're going to sister that truss. And it's typical cement board siding, and they got the siding all the way down to the shingles. So the last guy just reused all the step flashing, and this sidewall leaks when you have wind-driven rain. So he's got a couple leaks going on, one on this wall here. So what they did is, you can see they didn't step it properly. They just got the shingles laid on top of the step flashing. So what we're going to do here to clean this up, we're going to take and cut this siding up. We're going to re-step flash this wall. We'll take the shingles off in a zigzag pattern. New ice and water, step flashing. Then we'll put a new trim board with a drip cap on it to fix this. We didn't have this side figured because the leak wasn't over here, but we figured this in November last year, October. We were booked out for the year for repairs, so we're just getting to it now this spring. But what we're going to do, the homeowner has a price for this repair here, and now we're going to recommend that they do this wall also. You can see it's actually in a lot more worse shape than what it was last year. Winter's making it all fall apart. But Ryan looked at it, and the shingles are just laying on top of the step flashing. So just a matter of time before the right wind-driven rain gets in there, and this side is leaking too. But this is pretty much a typical repair that we do all the time. We do several of these a year. Hard to put a number on it. We probably do 50 of these a year on roofs that are less than 5 years old. All right, so we're going to let the guys work on this, and we'll come back later and check their progress. Okay, what we got here is the final product. What we ended up having is we got all new ice and water underneath this whole area here. New step flashing, 4x8 pieces of step flashing for every row of shingles. And how we trimmed it off, it's cement board siding. So we just trim the siding up, put a drip cap over the cedar, and now that wall is completely protected against wind-driven rain. The reason we use cedar instead of PVC or even cement board trim, the house has cedar corners on it, inside and outside corners, so that's what we went with. But it's a typical repair we do all the time. If the contractor would have just done it right in the first place, instead of cutting a corner and getting in and out, he could have actually charged them a few $100s extra for the additional labor. Even if the insurance company didn't pay for it, the homeowner would have been willing to have it as an upgrade to get new step flashing in there. But a lot of times, if the insurance doesn't pay for it, the contractor won't do it, and they won't even explain to the homeowner why it's so important. The homeowner might have had a chance against wind-driven rain if the installers would have just used the step flashing and then lapped them like they're supposed to, and just reused them and just mangled it that way. It would have been better than what they did, just slapping the tin shingles down with nails and laying the shingles on top. So it's quite a typical repair. Nice enough shingle. It has many, many years of service left. We were able to match it. IKO Cambridge is available here in town. So shingles off, shingles on. The contractor's out of town. Storm chasers. So unfortunately, that's typical of what we get, what homeowners get. and then 2 to 4 years later, you're looking for a contractor to fix the stormer's work. They do fast work, they're in and out, they're good with insurance, they're good at selling. So it's a common problem here in Sioux Falls. And we're willing to come and help you with this. Unfortunately, it is way more expensive to do this type of work when you got to tear apart other people's work. And it's very inexpensive and very economical to do this type of work at the time you're re-roofing it. Unfortunately, a lot of homeowners fall into this problem. That's the end of this job. We'll do many more like this year. We already have several of them on the board. Just random, easy little leaks that would never happen if the roof was installed right to begin with. That's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching.